comedy seems more concerned with rule breaking than rule following, right? Comedians have historically been boundary pushers. They've challenged censorship, spoken out against injustices, questioned our societal norms, and made us think in new ways. In suit, their methods and madness provoke. Comedians are quite brazen, off-kilter, bizarre, and outside the box. Then why is the filmed comedy special structure often so prototypical and simple, and thus antithetical to this comedic essence? I'm not here to slander the common comedy special format, which, as we've seen for the last 45 years, is effective. It conveys sufficient authenticity to a viewer. It's shot as if you were in the audience watching the comedian, but, of course, with a larger and more advantageous array of angles to view from. You hear the sounds of the space and see other people laughing, and the special is edited to bolster the rhythm of the material, and in order to maintain a concentrated, bit-filled set. It works. But I'll admit that I'm ready and willing for more, not because I'm particularly dissatisfied with this type of presentation, but because already I'm witnessing innovations in the field of stand-up and other comedy performance films. I first noticed new opportunities for filmed specials when I saw Bo Burnham's 2013 special, What? While Bo's show wasn't traditional stand-up for many reasons, lights, pre-recorded audio, songs, and dance, I'm actually recalling just one joke.
I got a really good joke about video editors. Video editors are so fucking... I think we should do a poem right now, if that's okay. This poem is a little...
That joke has always stood apart because it was for us. It only existed for the viewer at home. To me, this type of specified communication is far more compelling than a comedian's usual fourth wall breaking asides that their special is being taped, normally delivered with short improvised lines. However, said acknowledgments toward an at-home audience show that comedians have always had an interest in their greater crowd. Since the time of Bo's editing joke, the comedy landscape has changed. Companies like HBO, Amazon, and especially Netflix are offering more specials to a larger number of comedians. Comedians who can self-publish their work through private websites or on platforms like YouTube. And comedy has shifted creatively as well. While comedy always changes, it seems that there is now a wider support for more avant-garde, non-traditional, emotionally vulnerable, and abstract material and delivery from comedians and improvisers. Examples include Neil Brennan's 3 Mics, wherein Brennan splits his show and stage into 3 composite parts, or Mike Birbiglia's recent work, which has blended techniques from one-person theatrical performances with what is still, ostensibly, storytelling stand-up. Personally, I enjoy this modern, non-conforming stand-up and its success with audiences because it provides more options for creators to connect with us. And I delight in comedians continuing to push audiences and themselves, staying fresh, exploring, ignoring definitions and rules, and doing what they want, especially if it's their second, third, or fourth special. So, with more comedy specials being released, and a new openness for alternative types of comedy and live staging, comes an opportunity for comedians to further bolster their work and experimentations in how they film, edit, and distribute their specials. To begin, there is the always funny and bizarre Maria Bamford, who has filmed multiple specials in her home, including her most recent Special, which was performed in front of her parents. Just her parents. Then there's Dimitri Martin. In his 2018 special Overthinker, he added drawings and overdubbed jokes and commentary to his finished edited special, as if they were the thoughts he was having while he was performing on stage. Another alternative and common option for a special is to incorporate documentary footage, like in Zach Galifianakis' Live at the Purple Onion, Jenny Slate's Stage Fright, and Gary Goldman's The Great Depression, which utilized copious amounts of footage to further detail his life and journey dealing with depression.
Just really sad.
I'd say to him, Gary, what do you want for Hanukkah? And he'd say Christmas.
Yes, that's what I wanted for Hanukkah. Christmas.
Rory Scovel in Roy Scovel Tries Stand-Up for the First Time began his special with 2 different versions of the comedy special entrance sequence that we've all seen so many times, and later he interrupted his special with a mock Jack White interview. Finally, we have Drew Michael's self-titled 2018 special, directed by Jerrod Carmichael, that was performed in direct address on a vacant stage to no audience. This barren and emotionally exposed special was intercut with a fictional Skype conversation between Drew and an actress playing his girlfriend. From what I recall, it seemed his joke suffered comedically with no audience support, but I was listening to his ideas with more sincerity. I was not affected by the back and forth he would have had with a group of people. It felt like I was having a conversation with Drew, just like he was having with his girlfriend. And interpretations of the work aside, the special was a well-made and vastly unique stand-up experience. Just as the music video presents a song while giving a musician another piece of art to exhibit, the comedy special can be its own content. And hopefully, maybe one day, it'll be a much more looked upon and diverse medium. However, I understand any comedian's hesitation to venture into the vanguard, setting out to make something different or tampering with a well-recorded special, because comedy specials still often function to accurately showcase a comedian's talent of live performance. They also convey to viewers an experience, which can supplant seeing the comedian's special in person, and can garner greater attendance for their upcoming shows. Yet, I still want to encourage experimentation on and off the stage, because I opine that for any comedian, at any point in their career, there is a balance to be had. A balance that can allow a comedian to create films that authentically display and bolster their material and their live work, while acting as a new offering. Whether balance is achieved from special to special or within a single special, I want comedians to help themselves and their visions stand out as they battle against expectations and a restrictive template for stand-up films in order to make something other than just better comedy, so that they can make better art. Thank you for watching, and please comment below. I know that this is sort of a hot button topic sometimes, but also recommend comedy specials, because I didn't watch them all. I'm not that good of a researcher. And like and subscribe or whatever, you do you. And thanks for staying for the whole video, or you skip to the end and you can't be trusted, clearly. So anyways, bye bye.